A couple weeks ago, we had a machine catch on fire over the weekend, which means our other facility has been without a magnet machine since that happened. I've gone and looked at a couple machines since then, and unfortunately, I have not been able to purchase another one, which means we are trying to get this old 922 finally up and running to full speed so that we can use it over there in the meantime until we find something better. And if you remember from way back, this is the machine that I had purchased, and then the electronics had gotten fried during transport because it basically got caught in a hurricane in the rain. Since then, we've got it running and working, but the hydraulics were functioning extremely slow and you basically couldn't run it as is. So basically the electronics right there inside the cab got fried, and you can see we have a crazy jumble of wires going on because we were basically testing what we had put together to make sure it was going to work. And essentially what we needed to do was wire a relay with 12 volts to send to the coils on the hydraulic pump. And to do that, we basically just, well, if I could show you, we wired in a relay that when you put the safety switch down in the cab to operate the machine, it sends 12 volts to those coils, and then the hydraulics function at full speed. And I know you guys are going to have a lot to say about this wiring job. This is basically just for testing, and it's semi-temporary permanent, so we're going to get everything buttoned up and looking a lot better. But basically, with the machine running, we had no power to these coils, and they're not actually supposed to just be a 12-volt circuit. It's like runs off milliamps or something, Alex was explaining to me, but 12 volts works just as good, I guess. But anyways, we fired it up and everything worked well with the setup that we have going on. So we're going to run all of these wires underneath the cab and in some wire loom, get everything taped up and looking halfway decent. And then we're going to actually run the machine, and I'll do an update video about that.